West Bengal is heading into an election where no party has the wind clearly at its back. And to add to the uncertainty, a brand new alliance has just entered. One that could redraw the state's electoral map not by winning big, but by splitting votes in exactly the right or wrong places. For the first time in a long time, a poll-bound Bengal is not seeing a strong wave for or against the ruling party. In such a fluid environment, a partnership has emerged between Asaduddin Owaisi's AIMIM and Humayun Kabir's newly formed Aam Janata Unayan Party or AJUP. Political analysts see this as a calculated move to bridge two distinct Muslim voter groups, mostly in pockets of the state's Murshidabad district, a Muslim majority one. That is, the Urdu-speaking Muslims among whom the AIMIM has seen a growing footprint of late, and the Bengali Muslims among whom Kabir's party holds limited influence. The Indian Secular Front is another group that could make an impact in southern Bengal. The arithmetic is delicate. In the 2021 assembly elections, 35 seats were decided by margins of fewer than 5,000 votes. Close to 70 more were decided by fewer than 15,000 votes. Most of these were in mixed constituencies where minority voters made up between 9 and 31% of the electorate. If the new alliance manages to peel away even a small share of minority votes in the tight contest, it could shift outcomes, particularly in seats where the margin between winning and losing is razor thin. For context, the BJP won 32 of such closely contested seats in 2021, including very narrow victories in places like Dhinata in North Bengal and Kulti in South Bengal, even as minorities overwhelmingly backed the TMC. On the other end, the TMC's biggest wins by margins exceeding 90,000 votes came from seats with substantial minority populations of between 22 and nearly 80%. Analysts say that in those strongholds, a small vote shift is unlikely to threaten the party. The alliance is banking on a real documented frustration. West Bengal's Muslim community makes up around 30% of the state's population. But according to the state government data published in 2016, Muslims accounted for just over 6% of state government employees. A large population of the community remains concentrated in informal or low-income work. Owaisi highlighted this gap when announcing the alliance, pointing out that only 7% of the state's 30% Muslim population are in government jobs. There is also anger over a revised OBC list. A significant number of Muslim sub-communities have been moved from the higher reservation OBC A category, which carries 10% reservation, down to OBC B, which carries only 7%. 37 Muslim groups were removed from the lists entirely. Protests broke out in several minority-dominated areas over these changes. Kabir described the new OBC policy as a complete letdown, saying the Muslim community would not forgive the TMC for it. Yet, analysts say, in seats where the BJP is the main challenger, Muslims are likely to continue backing the TMC as a bloc to keep the BJP out. That defensive instinct is unlikely to disappear, especially after the recent special intensive revision of electoral rolls, an exercise that has disproportionately affected Muslim voters and deepened anxieties about political exclusion. However, in seats where the BJP is not a significant factor, some Muslim voters may look beyond the TMC. It is no coincidence that the AIMIM-AJUP alliance is largely concentrated in Murshidabad, Malda and North Dinajpur districts that are Muslim majority and historically Congress strongholds, not TMC citadels.
It has already been started, consolidating for the support for Congress, because the alternative there is always been Congress. It's not been considered BJP because of the population and the beliefs of the population, the faith of the population, as you know. Now, the thing is, what we understand, definitely this meme and Jan Unnayan, this party, they have their alliance been quite a spoiler for these for this election. And in this context, again, this is going to spoil TMC. But consolidation for Congress is going to remain. Rather, it's going to grow more. That is what our belief is.
And here's the twist. The party most likely to be hurt by this new alliance is not the TMC, it is the Congress. Those three districts, Murshidabad, Malda, and North Dinajpur, are precisely where Congress once had deep roots and where it now hopes to capitalize on Muslim discontent. The AIMIM-AJUP alliance entering the exact space creates a three-cornered contest within the minority vote itself. Instead of anti-TMC sentiment consolidating behind the Congress, it risks being split, benefiting no one and possibly the TMC by default.
I mean, it is not what only that, MEME and its allied partner they are going to work in this particular moment in the field, because that particular spoiler may work largely on TMC, but for Congress is going to be intact because, for a long time, Congress has been doing their best, on ground of those districts you mentioned. And finally, this meme and this Am Jan Unnan party of Humayun Kabis, that's been only confined within some areas of Murshidabad. You cannot really widely see there, the lines working.
West Bengal's elections have never been simple arithmetic. Identity, fear, and loyalty all weigh in. The AIMIM-AJUP alliance is a new variable in an already complex equation, one that could matter enormously in close fights or barely at all in strongholds. How minority voters ultimately choose to exercise their vote will be one of the defining factors in what is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable Bengal elections in recent memory.